So let's take a look at a Russian style grip, Sumi Gaeshi, left on right. Now, if you're not aware, what we refer to as a Russian grip is coming all the way over to the other side while grabbing the belt, okay? And you can do that from the end of the sleeve, right? You can pull him in. But I want both my hands on one side with one hand down the back and the other hand controlling either the collar or the end of the sleeve. Okay, so let's get this way. Now, in order to get there, I always control the front wrist. I'm either grabbing it or I'm pinning it down with his sleeve so that I can get a good solid grip here on the collar. And what I'm gonna try to do is punch him in this hip so that when I step, I can push his hip one way and pull his head past me and then slip through the crack, okay? I want my armpit to be touching his collarbone. Okay, don't let him stand up where your bicep is hanging out on his collarbone. You have to make sure you bend them at the waist and that you get their head well below yours. Okay, it's a key point because now when he goes to stand up, he's not able to lift you. Okay, it's not that hard. Come back down. It's not that hard to take this elbow and then clamp his head down so when he tries to lift you, you can just squat and then you can kind of hang out here where your weight will be carried in his lower back. So from this angle, we're gonna start here. I'm gonna grab his collar, I'm gonna punch him right here in his hip. I'm gonna pull his head to the other side of my head, step inside, and get a good solid grip. Notice my hand here is kind of dead center, but my elbow's on the other side. So I have to focus on keeping that shoulder free. If I come over here to this hip, he can just duck that shoulder out and then grab my back. And then he can look to pick me up. Okay, I wanna shut that down. So we're in this position. I'm gonna step around, big pull, and then I'm gonna get my grip, okay? From here, a lot of times, my partner just reaches up and kind of grabs the collar, or he'll grab the end of my sleeve because he's a lefty, and he's gonna try to free his head. So what I'm gonna do to prevent that is I'm gonna go right on the offensive. I only have 3 to 5 seconds to hold this grip. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna hit a kochi to start, here, there. And then when I turn the corner, I actually wanna slip his shoulder through the hole. Okay, from this angle, right here, no grip, there you go. Look straight at him, there you go. So we're here, where you can't see his shoulder. When I turn the corner, I want that shoulder to pop through a little bit, okay? And my hand here is kind of blocking that arm so that he can't do much with it. So when I come around and I'm like this, once I do my kochi and he steps back, I'm gonna turn that corner. That way when I sit and I'm here, now I can pull his hip down and his shoulder through that hole, and I can roll him right over the top. I don't want to spike his head into the ground. Okay, so the last thing I want. I don't want to just throw his head into the mat just to throw his head into the mat. I want to sneak his head through so that his shoulder hits the floor so that I can roll him over the top of it. Okay, so back up. We're gonna start here. I'm gonna snake to the other side. Throw my hand up, I'm squatting, keeping my weight nice and low. I'm gonna hit him with a little kochi to get him to step back. Pop that shoulder through, sit, roll him right through, okay? It's a little different than your traditional one where we would go straight over the top. I'm just poking the shoulder through for the finish. So one more time. We're here, we're stuck in nice and tight. I'm gonna cheat to the other side. Boom, I'm in nice and tight, okay? A little step, not a big one. A little step. Cheat that shoulder through, boom. Bring him all the way through for the score, okay? That's gonna be the basics of a Russian style Sumi Gaeshi, left versus right.